None of my friends gave me any work. They were producers, they were directors, they were friends. They never gave me work. And it is true that when you read about the blind items about others, you feel very excited and you gossip about it and
Who's
you try
this
and
and
find
yeah.
out kaun hoga. But when it comes to you, then you feel very bad. Then you say कि अरे ये ऐसा नहीं लिखना चाहिए. Person like me, I think जो मेरे बारे में झूठ, fake news, गंदगी लिखी गई है over 30 years, 40 years, I am now used to it. It doesn't bother me anymore.
Extremely painful separation. It was very, very cordial and mutual. So it was nice to, part ways that way.
Welcome to Speakeasy. My name is Rudrani, and I'll be in conversation with two amazing ladies. I love them. I enjoy conversing with both of them. I'm, of course, talking about Masaba and Nina Ji, who are obviously a part of a really interesting series called Masaba Masaba. Both of you telling me that it was a little strange because you all have to play yourselves in a series, and it's always a little tricky कि तुम खुद को ही ड्रामेटाइज करने वाले हो. So starting with Masaba and then going to Nina Ji, I'm saying that how did that initial feeling get over? How do you deal with that?
I think, it's strange, but I didn't feel like I am being myself or reliving all of those memories and reliving all of those moments again. When I went on to set, I actually started to feel like, oh, there's this girl that I know very closely and I've followed her journey very closely, and I'm just being given a job to do to play her role. So I think it was a very weird time for me because I would finish the shoot, come back home, and then I would be myself. And it was like that. So I think during the process, it felt like a job. It felt like any other assignment that I had been given, and I would switch off and switch on from this person who was, well, me, but I would switch off and switch on from her all the time. So it was interesting, but a little surreal, I think.
Sure, Nina Ji, what about you?
I initially I this is the first time I played me in anything.
Correct. Yeah.
Initially, before going on to the set, we did some readings before we went on to the set, and the readings were fine. But when before going on to the set, I was wondering how I would feel, uh, how I would portray this. But once I was on set, I got my lines, I wore my costume, and in front of the camera, it was like doing any other role. So it became like a job,
Yeah.
it was like doing any other role. That's the actually real feeling I got at that time.
I remember that beautiful post you had put up, and Masaba had put it in hers as well in 2017, which I think was the beginning of another chapter in your life where you said, "I'm a good-looking actor. I'm an actor, and I just want like good roles, right? I'm an actor looking for roles." And you spoke about how you had, even though people would assume that you had so many friends in this industry, you never really got that kind of work. Like for example, I remember you said you walked up to Shah Rukh and Karan in a plane and hoped that they would call, and you're saying, quite cheap, they didn't call me back. Could you elaborate on that?
Actually, it's a very interesting question and a very strange because I was thinking about this in the morning today. And I wanted to say it somewhere. I have said it before also that surprisingly, none of my friends gave me any work. They were producers, they were directors, they were friends. They never gave me work. Never. In fact, once a friend of mine offered me a role, but there was this guy, an actor, who was sitting around about my friend director, and actually he suggested my name. So my friend said, oh shit, yeah, I should take her. So I am very surprised, and I used to get very hurt that none of the people I knew so well, because I am that kind of a person that if I knew you, uh, I would not ask you because I would assume, I'm an actor, I'm always looking for work. So
Yeah.
why should I ask you? But then very late in life, I mean, I think today I realize that even them you have to ask for work. which I did not know. And once, to a very close friend of mine, when my serial was already in the channel, uh, before he or she joined, so my project was already on, and when that person came, it didn't happen. I'm shocked till today that why. And I was not told why. I'm okay if you change your mind, if you have come. But this kind of thing happened. So this is where I actually don't understand why people I know in the industry have not given me work.
Again, a very important part of the series has been the part about your divorce, right? And I think it takes a lot of courage to revisit parts that have been hard, but also a liberating part of you shows that you have moved on when you are able to portray it that way. I don't know, this is my analysis, please correct me if I'm wrong, but it is at the end your decision and you deciding ultimately to put a post out, about you and Madhu, and of course here it has been dramatized and named with somebody else. But tell me that entire thing and your decision of how much of that part would you put it out.
No, it doesn't, because like I said, it's a job. I mean, I don't think I felt even a bit of emotion. Oh my God, this happened, and oh God, we relived this, we relived that, whatever. Um, I think I was past that when we were scripting only. I think the pain that had to be felt or whatever had to be felt, I think I was past that when we were scripting only. And
Sure.
I don't think even then I felt it, because I was way over it. I was too busy working, and I don't think I was really very. And frankly speaking, it wasn't an extremely painful separation. It was very, very cordial and mutual. So it was nice to part ways that way. I think with respect to how much to share, how much not to share, actually once you see the rest of the episodes, you'll realize that that's a very small part of the entire series.
Sure.
And in fact, what we've tried to show is that there can be two adults who have a very, very normal, cordial relationship, and who go their separate ways and are still very supportive of each other. So I
Sure.
think the message is way more stronger than what you'll see in episode 1 and 2, because that's when we revisit what really happened in a way,
With you.
But I think more than for me, it's very important that the person who is involved, or anybody who was involved in that whole process, shouldn't feel uncomfortable when they watch it. So we wanted to handle it really delicately. We wanted to handle it in a way that they didn't feel, oh my God, she's completely opened up a door in our life which nobody knew about. Actually, you will never even know why we separated if you see the whole series, frankly
Yeah, of
speaking.
course. You don't.
So
Yeah.
that's my private life, and I think that's something that I would probably never ever discuss. But that's the thing. People think that this series is like oh, you open a book and you'll know everything about both me and mom. But that's not what it is. There are chunks of instances, and then there are messages and short things that you pick up from each instance. That's about it.
About you spoke about how people were, you wanted the people in your life to be comfortable. I'm sure Nina ji wanted the same as well. So were there little things that, or people you had to move out, or like remove them because they were like, no, I don't want any reference and people will know that it's me? And was that a problem, or
No,
was
no.
that
The
ever
thing is,
a
the
problem?
thing is that each character is not exactly or identical to a single person in my life. There is a mix of at least 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe 10 people in one character. So I don't think anybody who will watch it will think, oh, oh, I'm this is me,
I'm
and
this.
what is this and all. Nothing of that. I mean, of course, people, I think it's an age old thing to get offended. People enjoy it very much. That's up to them. But the way we've handled it is supremely, that, oh, this is somebody who I know. I mean, if you see it, you'll identify with one friend of mine, because you will say, "Oh, I know somebody like this," or you might identify with mom's friend and say, "Oh, my mom has a friend like this." But there will never be an instance where you say, "Oh, अच्छा ये तो मैं ही हूँ, ये तो मैंने बता दिया," कुछ, nothing like that. So that was very important, because I think also importantly, 6 episodes में how much will you say? So we really had to pick and choose the characters that were exciting, who had exciting instances. Like, say, for example, Pooja Dhingra. my friend who's playing my best friend on the show is very very loosely modeled around her, but more so in the way she approaches her work, you know, as opposed to her life, which I didn't want to share on a show, you know. So that way we've been very careful. But I think that whole conversation only we kya chahiye bach ke rehna, whatever, because there was just so much to say in general, apart from saying, you know what, this person will be brought down by this. So the thing is, mom also said this, that the show is not about revenge or, you know, somebody bitter or somebody trying to show them in poor light. It's just about things happening to us in life. That's about it.
Going to Nina ji, we were talking about your life, like you said, and it also is about the relationship that you share with Masaba, which is, I think, like you said, you all are friends, and like how friends are, you exactly tell her how it is. There is an entire thing about how you react to that blind item, and how you help her in the process of, and how it brings you all closer. Tell me about that part also, and how it was for you when that was happening.
Like once Masaba said in one of the interviews that, and it is true, that when you read about the blind items about others, you feel very excited and you gossip about it and you
Who's this
try and find
Sanya?
out kaun hoga. But when it comes to you, then you feel very bad. Then you say ki, "Are ye aisa nahi likhna chahiye, this is wrong." So this is how humans are. When it comes to you, then you are different. When it is talking about other people, then you are different. This is how a human nature is. And this is how I think I am also. I am no saint that I will say मेरे को कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. पड़ता है, अपनी बेटी के लिए लिखें, मेरे लिए लिखेंगे तो पड़ेगा. लेकिन दूसरे के लिए लिखेंगे तो नहीं पड़ेगा. But ऐसा नहीं असर पड़ता, because you see, person like me, आई थिंक जो मेरे बारे में झूठ, फेक न्यूज, गंदगी लिखी गई है ओवर 30 years, 40 years, वो I am now used to it. Doesn't bother me anymore. Because कुछ भी लिखते थे, कुछ भी कहते थे, तो मुझे अभी थोड़ी सी, मैं इस मामले में थिक स्किन्ड हो गई हूँ, पर फिर भी असर पड़ता है. And I think it's very nicely done in our series that how I react to that and how I'm trying to make her feel comfortable. So in this series, me and Masaba, it's a very beautifully written character and bonding and fights between us. It's so real. Like after the trailer, a lot of my friends told me, "अरे ऐसा लगता था मैं अपनी मम्मी से बात कर रही हूँ." मम्मी ने
Yeah.
कुछ मम्मियों ने बोला, मुझे लगता था मैं अपनी बेटी से ऐसी बात करते हैं हम लोग. When we had this fight sequence in the trailer. So it
Yeah.
is very real, and it is very relatable what we have done vis-a-vis me and Masaba's relationships and her work, her problem in the work, her friends, her boyfriend, not boyfriend. All these are dealt in a very relatable way and very delicate. It is not, एक हिंदी में वर्ड है भोंडा. ये सीरीज में ना कुछ भोंडापन नहीं दिखेगा. What do you call for भोंडा in English? I don't know.
Honda, I don't know.
Anyway,
Masaba, would you
people
know a
will
term?
understand भोंडा.
Terrorizing,
नहीं
I
नहीं
guess.
Masaba, not at all. Bhonda
Acha,
Oh,
means
then not.
terrorizing, she means to make it cheap or something like that. Maybe in
crass,
that context.
crass,
Crass.
crass.
Yeah.
Crass, yeah, yeah, yeah,
क्रैश
yeah,
नहीं है
yeah.
कुछ भी. सब कुछ डेलिकेट, स्वीट. और ऐसा भी नहीं है कि हमने मसाबा को एक बहुत अच्छी लड़की दिखाने की कोशिश की है, कि हम ये सीरीज बना रहे हैं कि मसाबा गुप्ता कितनी अच्छी लड़की है, हर चीज में अच्छी है. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. शी इज shown as a normal girl who has normal problems like any other young girl. It's that, just that. So in these 6 episodes, you will see a part of her life and people who are associated with her.
When I meant also the fake and real part of it, I'm talking about the fake and real part of the industry, which you sort of comes across in when the friends that you meet. Like for example, when you have an actor coming and telling you that, oh, I want to do like be a part of a campaign, and you have to make my clothes in a certain way, or and it's been dramatized in a very funny way, which is played by Kiara. Or you have like an auction that they're doing and very overpriced things where you are really offended. So I want to understand that even this is a part of that life which you've been a part of it, but obviously you say that I am really not into it like the way they show it. This entire superficially, I'm so amazing, but that entire part of the industry that you're also talking about. Tell me why that was important for you to show.
So, the part that the scene between Kiara and I was actually scripted. That's never happened to me before. I think the way it works in the industry is that, most of the time, the stylist of the actor will reach out to you and say, listen, there's an event or there's a photo shoot or whatever, and we need this outfit, and we make it for them. I think that that's a very rare case where the actress comes and says, I'm going to do a trial and give or whatever, unless it's a big show or whatever. So it was fully scripted. I thought it would be really funny to add, and I'm happy that Kiara was willing to play such a caricature version of herself. But I think Rudrani, the thing is, fake and real people, instances, etc., exist in every industry.
Sure,
They exist in
absolutely.
a corporate setup. They exist in fashion. They exist in film. They exist in everything. I think it's for you to choose the path you want to take. And sometimes it's very important to be a little fake with people who are fake to you also, and you shouldn't be ashamed of it, because that's the only way. I mean, I think some people are meant to be given a taste of their own medicine, especially in an industry as fickle as fashion. So I think the only way to deal with them is that, because if there's somebody who's just a complete, like, one manipulative person, and you come and bare your soul and are really honest, then that's your fault. But I think that it was important to me to show, because I think people have a very different view of fashion as an industry. They think that it's all fun and games. They think that, there are these people sitting in this fancy office and just creating clothes. And some people, I mean, I can't tell you, but I once went to a really, really big businessman for some advice. And I'll never forget, we were sitting in his room, and we were in a meeting, and he said, हाँ तुम लोग fashion के लोग तो मतलब तुम तो 3 बजे उठ. And I looked at my watch. It was 9:30 in the morning that I was sitting in a meeting with him. Besides that, I just think that I said, no, sir, I wake up at 7 in the morning, I work out, and I head straight to work. And that is my discipline. But the thing is, they don't consider fashion people as people who are disciplined. They think that we are just sitting there, hawa mein, page 3 parties mein kar rahe hain, ye kar rahe hain, wo kar rahe hain. So for me, it was very important to show that, look, this is a full-fledged business. It has its quirks. It has people who are fake. It has these people who are a pain in the neck. But it also has nice people who are willing to help you.
Sure.
And I think you attract what you are in any industry, in any place in the world. You'll attract what you are. So I think for me, it was important to show that, hey, this is serious business. Sometimes it's fickle. Sometimes I'm also playing, like when Kiara's being that hot celebrity, I'm also like, yeah, babe, it's fab. Like, you
Yeah,
just have
you
to
are.
play that. So I think that's what it is. You just have to take the path you enjoy, and but people needed to see this. Okay, we're not just having fun and games and doing drugs according to the world, but we're running a business, and we're also having fun at the same time.
Both of you that I know are the most real people, and I always enjoyed our conversations. So thank you for being that. And like I said, the series
Thank you.
endorses that. So thank you once again, Nina ji and Masaba. Congratulations. And I will talk to you all
Thank
Thank
soon.
you.
you.
Bye.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Rani.
Bye.
Always nice talking
Bye.
to you. Bye.